Good afternoon everyone, are you ready for a lecture full of dated memes and bad jokes that don't even have anything to do with the topic? Don't worry, I'll try not to stray too far from the point, but we will be all about constructing those additional pylons. As we take a look at, well, we're taking a look at the pylons from Terraria. Pylons are made up of unique, potentially magical crystals that hover above a mount of sorts that can be utilised to teleport between one another, granting the ability to traverse large distances instantaneously. There are 9 known types of pylon, one representing each of the various biomes that make up Terraria, and one of a so-called universal pylon. They only seem to be able to function in the presence of life forms, and attempting to use one in isolation outside of a pylon network can be fruitless. Individually, the pylons are nothing more than ornate decorations, but when 2 or more are placed, they create a network that can achieve instantaneous travel across potentially the whole of Terraria. The different types of pylon represent Terraria's varying biomes, and are only able to be placed within those particular environments. For instance, a jungle pylon can only be placed within the jungle. The 8 known pylons of this type consist of the forest, tundra, desert, jungle, mushroom fields, cavern, ocean, and hollow, with a 9th universal one that can be located within any biome. It is important to note, however, that the pylons are associated with pure biomes, as opposed to hybrid ones such as the hollow desert or corrupted tundra. However, these mixed environments can support either of the pylons associated with them. Another salient point to highlight is the fact that no pylons are known to exist for evil biomes like the corruption, crimson, or underworld. Furthermore, there likewise do not appear to be any for other more obscure areas like space, the marble or granite caverns, and beehives. The absence of these pylons may be less to do with the unnatural or even evil nature of some certain biomes, and more to do simply with people's desire to live there, as it can be seen that the pylon's functionality is tied extremely closely with the presence and happiness of other people. In order to work correctly, the pylons require at least 3 individuals to be present, 1 traveller and 2 residents of the area who get along with each other. Once this prerequisite has been met, the residents will begin selling a pylon associated with the biome they are situated in. It is not known exactly how they obtain said pylons, but once one is bought and placed, the area must remain populated for it to continue functioning correctly. The absence of corruption, crimson, and space pylons, as well as ones for various other sub-biomes, is therefore, as mentioned previously, likely to simply be because no one wishes to live in those environments, and if forced to, they wouldn't be happy enough for a pylon to appear, as it does with other biomes. Interestingly enough, however, if there were theoretically individuals who did want to live in those evil biomes, or anywhere else really, then there'd presumably be nothing to stop the creations of pylons for all kinds of areas. The one exception to these rules, however, is the universal pylon, which does not require a particular environment to be placed and can also work without the presence of other people. What it does require, however, is for the user to have completed Terraria's bestiary, having gained a deep understanding of the world around them. This hints at how all pylons may be some sort of naturally occurring structure granted to someone who has brought safety and happiness to the people of the world. While somewhat tangential to the subject, the celestial pillars appear to bear some superficial similarities to the pylons, only on a much larger scale, with both seemingly part of a particular location that act as a form of instantaneous transportation. It could be hypothesized that the pillars are either an extreme expression or even a bastardization of the way the pylons work. While the topic could be extensively speculated on, without significantly more information, it's difficult to come to any solid conclusion as to their nature. The pylons are definitely one of the more mysterious things in Terraria, with even my powers of speculation being pushed to the limit. It is interesting to consider though, that they could have some relation to the celestial pillars, but any firm link is extremely lacking. Regardless, the pure utility of the pylons, especially the universal pylon, is enough for them to be given an artifact rating of momentous. How do the people of Terraria get their hands on these things? Really, do they just find them lying around, or are they more of a metaphysical manifestation representing happiness within the world? If that's the case, then I really got ripped off. Anyways, remember to subscribe for more course content, become a patron or channel member to support the course, and get early access to lectures, and as always, have a great day.